Well, hello and welcome. My name is Velma. You can connect with me at velmanolds.com. This is all about your leadership chat. What does that mean? You get to listen in on valuable insights from valuable leaders just like you. I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe so that you never miss another episode. And if this is of value to you, please share the nuggets that you're going to take away from all these great leaders. Please give a big welcome to my special guest and your valuable leader, David Castaneda. David, welcome
Okay.
to your leadership chat.
Oh, thank you, Belma, for having me here. That's a pleasure, it's an honor. Thank you
Oh,
for thinking about me because I'm trying to make my contribution to the community, Hispanic community here in Georgia.
yes.
So it's a pleasure for me to be on your show.
Oh man, say something in Spanish to listeners. If there's some listeners in Spanish, I mean, all I know is yo hablo español es muy poco. So,
Oh, that was very good. That was very good.
okay.
Okay. That was very good. So, in Spanish, gracias por estar aquí, por tenerme. Es un placer, es un honor para mí.
Okay, so what was that for us who's not that
Oh,
fluent?
that was say thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure for me to. Oh, it's a pleasure for me to be here on your show.
Oh my goodness, David, thank you so much. And my heart is so heavy to have you. I follow you, your family, and I just think the world of you. You have such great value and just a man of character, and so a man of faith. And so I'm just so blessed to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Um, please take a few minutes and just tell us and tell the listeners a little bit about who you are and what you do. That would be great. Thank you.
Okay, so what I do right now, I'm a pastor and the lead pastor for the Hispanic community here in Georgia. So a small town in Covington. We help youth people and marriages for overcoming problems and help them to find their passion, find their the purpose. So it's a lot of work. Working with people is a lot of work. So that's what I like to do. I came to United States when I was 16 years old. I'm 42 years old right now. So I came to United States. I lived with my mother for the first time when I was 16. So I was raised with my grandparents in Colombia. It's a beautiful country, by the way. So if you had
Yes.
experience to go there, go there.
It's
It's
on
not.
my list. I want to go there. The bird watcher, photographer, and me,
Oh
they
yeah,
say Colombia is the place to go. So we need to talk offline on that
yeah.
one.
That's a very nice place to go. So I came to United States. I want to do something different because my country was facing problems at the time. So that made me immigrate to United States.
Mhm.
So when I got here, I enjoyed I went to a community college to do liberal arts and math. So I like numbers. So I started doing that because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So then I try as I progress. I was helping people, so I see that I enjoying that. And then the 9/11 came. 9/11 when I was in New York, so that was really hard being there. So I asked myself at the point, what can I do? What
Mhm.
can I do to make my contribution to do something for this country? So maybe I'm not from this country, but I'm here, so I want to do something. So that's when I start my research and I enjoyed the Marine Corps.
Yes.
I didn't know what was at the time, but I'm glad that I did. So I joined the Marines. I met really good people there. So I went to Iraq, Afghanistan, and I did my part. So I feel that I did something. I contribute to the country. So once I came back, when I finished my tour after 6 years, so I didn't want to go back to New York, so I moved to Georgia.
Mm.
So me and my wife, we moved to Georgia. We raised our kids here, so it's easier here because it's not crowded, it's not expensive. It's the cost of living is way too cheaper than New York.
Mm.
So now, when I was here, I wanna finish college. So I finished college using the online tools that we have right now. So I went college online. So I did business administration, and I see, okay, I don't want to do that for my whole life. I want to do something else.
Right.
So I start reading books, I start meeting people because I enjoy like having a talk with people, helping others to accomplish what they want.
Hmm.
So I feel like okay, I'm a guy that enjoy that. So I start going to places where a lot of people meet good people. So I start learning from them. I think the John Maxwell team. That's where we met.
Yes, sir.
So that was one of the places that I been there. That I was uh, trying to meet people, new people there.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience. Good experience. So after that, I decide to listen to God because He was calling me to. Okay, you got the calling to serve.
Hmm.
So to be a pastor, the people is a lot of need, a lot of the around the Hispanic communities, a lot of needs. So I was okay. I want to do something for my community where I live. So I start like meeting people in my house. So people came to my house and we start praying. We start talking about the Bible. We start with 5 people. Then it grows to 30, 40. So I say, okay, I cannot have no more in my house. I gotta move to a place.
Right.
So we rent a place, and now it's the church. So that we have right now. So we got a lot of people that is helping us, and we've been working on adding value to others.
Hmm.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, no, I love that. You adding value to others. And I feel that passion in you as you speak.
Okay.
And that's really what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, valuable leaders in our lives and how we are paying it forward. So my first question to David is, can you share who in your life has been or is a valuable leader, that person that just makes this tremendous impact that you say, I would not be the man I am today. David would not be who he is today if it was not for this valuable leader. Who's that?
Okay. I got 2 people that I want to mention.
Sure, sure.
The first one was my grandfather.
Yes.
I was raised with him, and he always talked to me about being grateful. So, in order to go where you want in life, you gotta be grateful, not just for what you receive, for what you give. You
Mm.
gotta tell others that you're grateful for them to let you help them.
Okay.
So we have to. He always was about being grateful. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's something that I will never forget. The guy that I'm right now is because his teachings, my grandfather teachings, being grateful, it took me a lot, way too long. So he always was tackling. He was focused on being grateful with others. So
Hmm.
that's something that I will never forget. He also teach me the value of teamwork,
Hmm.
working with others, because no matter how intelligent, how your abilities, your thinking, how good you think you are, you need others.
Yeah.
So everybody has something to bring to the table,
Right.
and we gotta allow others to show what they got.
Hmm.
So never think that you are better than somebody else.
Yeah.
Everybody has something to give, and you gotta give the opportunity to others. So that's something that I learned from him. Uh, Honesty and integrity, be responsible. That's something that I learned also from him. He was a captain in the army in Colombia, in the Marines,
Yeah.
in Colombia. Everybody respect him. Everybody always treat him with this with respect. Uh, Telling him I admire that because I was like, oh my God, I want to be like him. I want to when I grow up, I want to be like him. I want other people to respect me.
Right.
So and he told me, okay, you want that respect, you gotta give that respect, and you gotta be honest, and you gotta be responsible. Always be honest with others. Never lie to them. No matter how hard the truth is, always
Mm.
tell the truth.
Yeah.
So that's something that I learned from him, and I took that growing up until today, and I pass on the same thing to my kids. I
Yeah.
always tell my kids to respect others, be grateful, add value to the team, and that's something that I always, everywhere I go, I bring with me.
Yeah.
The other person is, as you know, is my role model, and my role model is Jesus Christ. He always set the example.
Hmm.
And that's what I like about him. He always showed me the way.
Mhm.
because he don't say, okay, do this. He always do it first and then to show everybody else how it's being done.
Right.
So his teachings in the Bible and in his history is amazing. So I took his teachings for me to grow.
Yeah.
So he's a guy, that, a leader that always show you the way. So he's the two people, that is my grandfather and Jesus Christ, is the people that always keep in mind. I've been meeting good people in my
Yeah.
life. I've been meeting others, but nobody like them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone makes an impact, and we hope, that it's a positive impact. But I first and foremost love the fact that you took the time to really acknowledge, your grandfather, and he was the one that you grew up with. He nurtured you. So you had that wonderful journey when you were living with your grandparents, and then coming full circle to where you are today, which is your calling, right, to share with others the teachings of the greatest leader of all, Jesus Christ. I mean, he is the Lord Jesus is the greatest leader of all. And so I appreciate that so much for you, to because it shows that you're not just talking the talk, you're now walking that walk in what you do in your community there for the Hispanic, citizens and residents in the Georgia area, and then now, around the world, anyone listening in on your leadership chat. So thank you for sharing that. I love the words that you use, but words like respect and honesty, gratitude. That we say these things, but they have such deep roots,
Oh yeah.
and so I appreciate you really speaking into them here today for us. I would be remiss if I did not stop and pause right now and say thank you so much for your service. Marines are the first on the ground for us. So I just thank you for your service to the country and to all of us here in the United States and abroad that have loved ones here. And then thank you to your family for the sacrifice that they made as well, David.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. And I really wanted to pause and, make sure I acknowledge that here
Thank you.
for all the listeners too. I know they feel the same way. Thumbs up.
All right.
Um, all right. Second question I'm going to take you to, because you've had and you have great role models in your life that are valuable leaders, and you are living proof that when someone makes such a tremendous positive impact in your life, it can change the trajectory of your life. So who would David say are how is David impacting the lives of others to help them become valuable leaders in their own lives?
And always try to set the example for them, to show them that they matter, so they got something to bring. It's not like, okay, I hear people that saying, okay, I'm nobody, I don't have any purpose in life. And I say, that's not true. So
Right.
I try to help them, because if you're here, it's because you got a call, you got a purpose. You're not here for just because your mother and your father decide to have you.
Right.
You are here because for a reason.
Right.
So I'm trying to help them to find that.
Mm-hmm.
So I always set the example. Okay, that's where you want to be. I always find out that's where you want to be. This is what I did. So I
Yeah.
always try to talk to them about my experiences, how I accomplish things. So trying to help them to find this passion for them. So
Mm-hmm.
when they say, okay, David, I find it. Yeah, thank you for everything. You helped me a lot. I say, no, thank you for giving yourself an opportunity of
Wow.
growing or being there and listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to set the example, with the intention of giving value to others,
Yes.
for them to find more options for their life.
Mm-hmm.
So they never stay with one thing or with the mentality that, okay, I'm nobody. No, you are something.
Yes.
So you receive this respect. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to grow and to have this meaningful life. So let's work on that. So
Mm-hmm.
and it's a satisfaction for me to see somebody grow, somebody
Yes.
grow on the
Yes.
mind.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and I totally agree with you. Everyone has a purpose. You're here for a purpose, with a
Right.
purpose. And it's encouraging to have leaders like yourself that are out there reinforcing that, because, many leaders in positions of leadership focus on what they have to do versus on who they are.
Yes.
And when you focus on who you are, then you are able to bring out the best in you to help others and to help your organization. So I commend you on wanting to add value to others by helping them find their passion and their
Right.
purpose. What are they here for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like a girl. She's like she's in her 30s, and he was about to commit suicide.
Mm.
So 3 weeks ago,
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know her. I was praying for her because a friend came to the church, and I started praying for her. Okay, can you pray for her because she's very sad?
Hmm.
So she didn't. She was facing divorce because she was married 2 times,
Hmm.
and all the marriage fell. So she was like, "Okay, it's better for me to be dead than to
Mm.
be."
Right.
So I start like praying for her, and then I meet her 3 weeks ago, and I say, "Listen, if it wasn't for your prayers, I wouldn't be here because I was thinking about ending my life. Now, what I do now." So we're working with her
Yeah.
in order for her to be better, to accomplish a happiness in her life,
Right.
because she's been sad. She's been like, okay, I had no mean for me. So me and my wife, we trying to help her. That's something that is a project
Mm.
that we had in mind. So we always talking to her, and now she's totally different. She's working on, she's growing, and that's a satisfaction that we are contributing to somebody's life.
Hmm. Yeah. Right. No, it's sometimes people just need someone to listen.
Right.
And just being that leader that cares enough to listen to what someone is feeling. They don't necessarily want you to fix the problem,
Right.
but they want you to
At least,
listen.
yeah.
Yeah, just be where they are, give them your presence, listen to them. And in this case, there's nothing better than praying for them. So hands down, you and
True.
I on that one for sure, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think that's the greatest gift a leader or anyone can give someone is
True.
to
Yeah.
pray for them. Hey, the listeners here always look forward to a big takeaway. I always try to give the guest an opportunity to share something that's heavy on their heart, that they say, if I could share one thing with the listeners, here's the thing that I would share with them. So for David, what's that big takeaway that you would say, if I could share anything with those that are listening, wherever they are in their season of life, what would that be to help them become more of a valuable leader?
Wow, that's a good question. Um, I would say that what my grandfather used to say to me: always be grateful.
Mm,
Grateful is what is gonna take you places. If
yeah,
you are grateful with people, that shows you care, that shows you value what the others are doing for you.
right.
So being grateful is what every leader should have.
Yeah.
Don't just being a leader is not just okay, you are the pastor, or you are the president, or you are the CEO. We gotta listen to you. No, always be grateful. With
Hmm.
the smallest to the biggest, always,
Yeah.
and that's gonna help you a lot. So if you wanna become a better leader, just practice to be grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. I on one of the shows I had, I love that because whenever you are down or whenever you are not sure if you've accomplished anything or you have purpose, like you said earlier, start writing down the things that you're grateful for. I
Sure.
remember I have
That
on
helps.
on the island in my house. I right here I have a jar and I call it my gratitude jar.
Wow.
And
Nice.
every morning, it's just a, believe it or not, it's a big oversized coffee cup that someone gave me, and I love it. And I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful for what they've given me. And you could take anything, and every day I write, one, two, sometimes three things that I'm grateful for, and I stick that note in the cup. And I remember on a show I did, I actually I pulled out one, and I was like, today I was just grateful for a good cup of coffee because, grateful for the sunshine. I mean, you'd be amazed, and it lifts your spirits. it really rejuvenates you, and it helps you to
Yeah.
understand that there is so much to be grateful for if we just take a moment and
Right.
acknowledge that, and so many people to be grateful for. So
It's hard. Some people, they just wake up and
yeah,
they don't value. Okay, I'm alive. I got air
yeah,
on my body. I got strength. I health.
yeah.
But some people take that for granted.
Mhm.
So they just wait until they're sick and they start valuing their health.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of things that I gotta be grateful for every day. As you
right.
say, every day you gotta be grateful for everything, even the small things, because God always give us gift and
Yes.
we have to enjoy them. A
Yes.
small gift, big gift. So we have to be grateful all the time if we
Yeah.
want to grow.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Your grandfather nailed it right there, to be
Thank
grateful. I love that. Grateful every day. All right, well, we're coming to the kind of the wrap up here, and people are going to listen to you. They're going to hear you some for the very first time. And so I would love for you to share, how can listeners learn more about David and what you do?
Okay, we right now I don't have a web page for you guys to search me. I'm in Instagram. I'm in Facebook. I'm working on a book right now. It's called Living on the Spirit.
Mhm.
It's based on Romans chapter 8.
Yes.
I'm working. I expect to finish that book by the end of this year.
Okay.
It's gonna be translated in Spanish and English too.
Yeah.
So that's a project that I'm working on. So that's gonna be my opening for people to know me. But
Yeah.
for now, it's just Instagram and Facebook that you guys could find for me.
Okay.
If somebody needs more information about me, more about the church, what I do, and everything, they could contact you, and then you could give them my information.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Well, we will drop the Instagram. We'll drop your
Okay.
Instagram in here on the show so folks can go to
Awesome.
IG, Instagram, and you guys can and follow David and learn more about, and then see when the new book comes out. I'm
Right.
excited for you. Oh my gosh. We'll have to have you back and just talk about the book, for one of
Thank you.
those
Thank you.
shows.
That would be awesome. That would be
That
awesome.
that would be awesome too. I'm so proud of you, so humbled to be, your friend, to call you my friend. And I just thank you so much for, being open and willing to add value here on your leadership chat. Thank you, David.
Awesome. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. Hey, thanks so much for watching another episode of Your Leadership Chat. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button here and tap that bell icon so that you never miss another episode. I hope too that you'll give us a thumbs up on the video for a like. And then if you feel led, please share the video with those who need to see it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Your Leadership Chat. Bye for now.